I never imagined that the man I once adored, my thoughtful, loving husband of 12 years, could metamorphose into a stranger who worships at the altar of a personality cult. Yet here I am, living day by day in a surreal nightmare, trapped in a home that has become an unholy shrine to one man's all-consuming obsession. Every inch of our once warm, inviting sanctuary now screams of a distorted reality where politics have bled into every corner of our lives. It began with the subtle invasion of a red fabric here and a curious sticker there. I dismissed these as mere eccentricities, thinking they would fade with time. Instead, they blossomed into a full-blown fanaticism that transformed our home, and my husband, into symbols of something I can hardly recognize. In our living room, looming over what used to be a collection of cherished family photos, now towers a 6-foot cardboard cutout of Donald Trump. Every morning, with an almost religious fervor, he stands before it and greets it as though communing with a divine presence, reciting mantras that blur the line between political rally and worship. The walls that once echoed with laughter and love now resound with patriotic slogans and garish banners proclaiming Trump 2024 or death. The transformation wasn't merely physical. It seeped into every aspect of our existence. Our dining table, once a place of shared stories and laughter, has become the stage for his relentless, impassioned sermons. As we sit down to eat, he unexpectedly leaps to his feet, bellowing, "Stop the steal," at the top of his lungs. What used to be our family ritual has devolved into a disturbing political rally, leaving me to wonder where the love and stability in our home has gone. The extent of his transformation is staggering. He has diverted our financial stability into a maze of impulsive, delusional purchases, a spree of limited-edition Trump gold-plated coins, and even a ludicrous, certified, authentic piece of Mar-a-Lago toilet paper that cost us a staggering $3,000. Money meant for our children's future and our security has vanished into the void of his relentless devotion. When I confronted him about the dwindling college fund, his reply was a chilling echo of his new reality. Trump University will be reopened and make education great again. His words, cold and unyielding, left me questioning the very fabric of our shared past. Even our children have not escaped this assault on their innocence. Our 15-year-old daughter, who once radiated pride in her academic achievements, now faces ridicule and baseless accusations. After earning an A+ on a history project about the Civil War, a subject that should have ignited curiosity rather than contempt, he denounced her teacher as a communist infiltrator for failing to instill in her the truth about Trump's victory. Her eyes, once bright with the promise of a hopeful future, now dim with humiliation and confusion, as she grapples with a reality where truth is a matter of political allegiance. The personal invasion reaches even the sanctity of our bedroom. What was once our refuge of intimacy has been repurposed as a shrine of twisted patriotism. Dominating the wall above our bed is a giant, imposing portrait of Trump, a constant, invasive presence that disrupts the sanctity of our private moments. In an act that borders on coercion, he insists I wear a Melania mask during our intimate times, a grotesque parody of affection that strips away any remnants of genuine connection. His body, now adorned with a mark of patriotism tattoo, is a living billboard for his new identity, a permanent reminder that the man I married is slowly disappearing beneath layers of fanaticism. His transformation isn't confined to our home. It's a contagious paranoia that has infected every aspect of our lives. Cameras now lurk in every corner of our property, ostensibly to watch for Antifa, while he eyes our neighbors with a deep-seated suspicion, labeling even the simplest display of pride, such as a neighbor's pride flag, as evidence of treachery. In a moment that epitomizes his warped worldview, he even discarded our coffee maker, declaring that Starbucks is funding the radical left. With each irrational act, the threads of our everyday life unravel further, leaving behind a tapestry woven entirely of distrust and fear. Our finances are in ruins. Over $15,000 has been funneled into various Trump-related causes this year alone, a reckless sacrifice that threatens our very future. Bills pile up like the rubble of a collapsing life, and foreclosure looms ominously on the horizon. And yet, in the midst of this chaos, I glimpse fleeting moments when the man I married flickers through the haze. Late at night, when the world is hushed and the weight of his fanaticism subsides just enough, I catch a glimpse of the gentle, caring husband he once was. But by morning, the cycle resets. He dons his red attire, adjusts his MAGA hat, and resumes his ritualistic salute to the cardboard deity that now dominates our existence. The situation reached an unbearable climax when he announced, with unnerving certainty, his plan to legally change his name to Donald J. Trump Smith. Not only that, but he decreed that our children should follow suit. Our 10-year-old son, overwhelmed and in tears, was subjected to a brutal session of what he called testosterone training. 4 agonizing hours of rally footage that left him sobbing in despair, his youthful spirit crushed under the weight of ideological indoctrination. Desperation has driven me to clandestine measures. I've hidden away our most critical documents, painstakingly built up a secret savings account, and plotted silent resistance in the hope of salvaging our future. Every night, I lie awake, haunted by the ghost of the man I once loved and tormented by the relentless onslaught of a political cult that has infiltrated every facet of our lives. This is not merely a tale of political fanaticism. It is an agonizing chronicle of love eroded by relentless propaganda, of identity stripped away in the name of blind allegiance, and of a family caught in the crossfire of a personal war against an all-consuming ideology. It is the story of a woman standing on the precipice of collapse, desperate to reclaim the husband she once knew, even as the MAGA house of madness threatens to shatter the very foundation of our existence.